I'm so cold. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. Sorry. I got lost in my method acting again. It happens all the time. I'm basically like Jared Leto. I'm out here leaving dead rats on the other actors' doorsteps. So I gotta really get out of this mindset because it's really caused me a lot of legal fees, you know? So anyway, in today's video, we're going to be getting into Shonen Jump's newest series, Ginka and Gluna. A story who follows Gluna, who raises herself up and becomes a witch, and they go on a journey to rescue Ginka's body. Let's get into the video right now. Before we get into this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of content and that you guys want to see more of it. It means a lot, and I just really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy the video. Ginka and Gluna follows Gluna, like I said, who is on a snowy mountain where everybody in her village, her family, and everybody else is gone. She is the only remaining survivor of this entire village and basically what seems like the entire civilization or whatever was left of it there. And she is just surviving, trying to survive, and every night she's just reading this book, dreaming of becoming a witch.
So, Future Bryce here. It seems that I've made a teensy little bit mistake, and it seems that I have referred to her as a witch the entire time, and that is, well, she does use magic. She's actually referred to as a magician in this series. So, henceforth, witch means magician, used as a synonym. Whoopsies! Please forgive me, and enjoy the video.
And gaining the magical powers, because this would eliminate all the struggles she has in her life of trying to find food, trying to survive in this snowy wasteland that is basically just trying to kill her every day. And one day she happens upon a little snowman and decides to give him a hat. Little does he know this is gonna Frosty the Snowman, this man, and ends up breaking into her house one day. And yeah, so we end up finding out that he can actually harbor magic and is actually pretty proficient in it. He's actually a pretty good guy, an aficionado, if you like to say that. And he decides that he's going to teach Gluna to repay her back for, you know, bringing him to life and allowing him to, you know, live and stuff. And so as we get to see this, it time skips very quickly to not have to go through all the process of her becoming a witch and learning all this magic, and we don't have to struggle through like the less entertaining parts of this type of thing. So I'm glad it skips past that, and we get to just see her a little bit older and now having the power of a witch and being able to do this and creating snow bananas, which is a thing in this world, which I'm really interested in now to know what snow bananas would even taste like. But this shows that she's past her training because she's able to not only make that, but an entire forest out of her magic. And we find out that Ginka is actually a little bit more than what he is. He's a little bit more to the story than that goes on. Then he's just a snowman who comes back to life. He was actually one of the most powerful wizards ever, or what it seems to be, and he had a fight with another wizard and ends up losing, and in this process ends up losing his body, and so that's how he becomes a snowman, and now he's cursed and destined to live in this forest of snow forever. Until Gluna decides, nah, screw that. You're coming with me on this adventure no matter what any science or physics or anything else in reality says, because
magic can do anything.
And so she decides to bring him on the adventure because she doesn't want to, you know, leave the person who basically raised her up and was a little bit of a mentor to her for like what seems to be 10 years or something like that, teaching her the magic. No, 5 years is what it says, I believe, in there. And so the ending of this chapter ends up wrapping up by us seeing a giant monster who is going to seemingly fight them, but I don't know why necessarily, but it just seems like they want to kill him to kill both of them. I don't know. Apparently the demons in this world, it's not really explored yet. There is only one chapter out right now, so ends up going giant kaiju snowman mode and just decimates this demon instantly, one punch mans him, and it's just so sweet to watch. And that is how this first series has gone. It's very Szechuan no Frieren, Wandering Witch, things like this, where it's basically, it seems like a journey of discovery, but it's gonna have that Shonen Jump like battle stuff in it, so that makes me really excited to see how this is actually going to continue on and end up building on of itself. Now, do I think this series is going to continue on for a long time? I sure hope so. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the first chapter, but in all reality, do I think it's gonna probably last a super long time? Probably not. Unfortunately, every series that I really like ends up destroyed and never continuing farther than I would like it to. So it's unfortunate, but is what it is, and I am just hoping that it ends up going on because I really think that's very good, and I think it has a potential to be a really great story of going through this world on this journey to try to reclaim Ginka's body, and it just is a super entertaining series that really has a lot of big potential things that can go on here with the ability of, you know, the Shonen Jump friendship stuff and forming these bonds with other people as they go on this journey, and whoever this giant powerful person is. There's a lot of questions that it end up raising that makes it really cool to want to see what's going to happen in the future, and also tells me enough that makes me know if I'm going to like this story or not. And I think you'll get a kind of a decent grasp of what this story and theme is. There's a lot of jokes. It's not a very heavy-handed series, so far at least. I mean, it has more deeper and it has more in-depth kind of things that go into it, but overall it's not a super like down and depressing series like Tokyo Ghoul. It's a lot more uplifting and funny and like a good lighthearted series with some undertones of seriousness in it that balanced pretty well so far in the first chapter that I really enjoyed, of like the comedy part. If you don't like a sarcastic like little back and forth duo thing, it's probably not going to be for you, but I do enjoy that little back and forth that goes on between them and the little bickerness and stuff like that, because it really feels like a real camaraderie, and like at the same time they're different people and they have their differences and argue a lot, and they're just humans at the end of the day, and so it really helps make the characters come alive. And I really love the art in this series as well. It looks very beautiful and the art is extremely well done, at least what's done in the first chapter. I really enjoy it. These snowy landscapes are really cool. I like it a lot. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it. I hate the cold, but the idea of the snowy landscape is just so like enticing and really a cool concept in my opinion. I don't know if it's because I want to learn to snowboard or what the hell's going on in my mind, because I'm a certified crazy person. I want to live in like Canada in the snowy depths of hell, but I don't know. It just seems like a really fun time out there, and I want to eat some snow bananas. That's all I'm saying. It looks pretty nice, you know. And this series really does have a lot of potential to be really good, and I really recommend that you guys go and read it. The biggest struggles that I can see with this series is that, again, that bickerness can start to get annoying at certain points. I can see the battles in there. While they're cool right now, I don't know how different and amazing they're going to be from other things that we've seen before. So I need more time to see how that's going to differentiate itself as the series goes on. The world itself can be boring outside of this snowscape because we only got one chapter here. So we really don't know what the world looks like. So I don't know if it's going to be any good or any bad. So we have to give that more time to end up developing. And there's a lot more like what ifs is going on with this only being one chapter. Are the other side characters going to be good? What are the side characters going to be like? How is this theme going to continue? Is it the story going to stay simple? I'm just going to search for this body, or are we gonna like One Piece never find that body, or will it be canceled and we'll never get the choice of finding the body? I don't know. But this series overall has so much more potential for it to be amazing, I think, than for it to be bad. I think it has a potential to be a really cool and interesting series that's different than a lot of things on the Shonen Jump platform right now, and has a different vibe completely. It gives me a very Tagami Baki vibe, which is something I've never actually seen on Shonen Jump or had that kind of feel like that until this. This has a little bit of that. I'm gonna have to wait before it goes on to see more, and I'm not just saying that because it's just a snowy landscape, but it has that like dreamy aspect for it, and like this search of adventure and things like that, that Tagami Baki is different than the other adventure manga and different than the other adventure shonen, stuff like that. And I really enjoy the world that Tagami Baki is, and I can see myself enjoying the world of Ginka and Gluna just as much, because it just has such a good potential for it to be so expansive and amazing. If I know a snowscape is not that very interesting, but for some reason it just really caught my eye, and I really love the snowy mountains right off that bat, and I really want to see where it ends up going and getting to see more of this world and falling in love with these characters and watching Ginka fight this person who took his body and then getting it back. Hopefully at the end that's what's going to happen. And the things that can go on here, it has so much potential for the story to be extremely amazing, and I would recommend you guys to check it out. I promise you, I really think this has a lot of potential to be really amazing. But anyway guys, what do you guys think about this series? You guys like it or not? Leave it down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this series. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate it. And as always, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.